howdy.
We're live again, baby.
It's a full week later.
It's a full what?
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
So what's the video, Justin?
We're going to do our top 5 movies quickly because we've already recorded this before.
But y'all already know that. So, yeah, I love this video idea. We'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna throw my bonuses out there first.
Go ahead.
So technically 7 and 6 are Aliens at 7 and Parasite at 6. I love me some Parasite. I tell you what, I love me some Parasite.
What about those movies?
Well, I'm not gonna go through them because they're bonuses.
Okay.
Yeah. So my number 5. We're gonna go back and forth. My number 5, Jaws, baby. Jaws, baby. Get him out there, Jaws, baby. Steven Spielberg, that shitty mayor, crazy boatman, scratching on the chalkboard, baby.
I forgot about that. All right, so
1960, whatever.
I love that year.
I love that. Yeah. No, I love Jaws because a lot of these movies I have are horror movies, and everyone knows I don't like horror movies. But my top 5 favorite films are horror movies because I love the stories behind the movies just as much as I love the movies. So the story behind horror movies I love because they're such low budget. Like because they're low budget, they're hard to make. You know, and so I love those inspiring films, and I love this film because it's Steven Spielberg's big first hit. And it's a classic, baby. And you know the tactics with the shark breaking. Everybody knows that the shark broke. You know, Bruce. Everybody knows Bruce broke and caused a big kerfuffle on the film.
Did they name the shark from Finding
Nemo Bruce because of shark from Jaws? Yeah.
Oh! I'm like, wait a second. All right.
You knew that.
I forgot. If I ever knew that, I forgot. My number 5 is Braveheart. I love Braveheart.
Boo.
Boo. Mel Gibson's weird. Anyway, film's good. Boring fight scenes that Justin pointed out, so now I can't unsee it. That's why it's my number 5.
People want to shit me because I said that. I said that for a reason. It's because in the middle of the film, there's a huge climactic fight scene, right?
Got this massive build-up.
Yeah.
Just like...
And then later in the film, you get another fight scene like that, and you're like, I've already seen this before.
Yeah.
And like...
It's not done as well.
No.
It's supposed to be like the final fight, too, and it's like... We kind of just rushed to this, huh? We ran out of budget or something? So I can see that. But I love the music in it. I love the music in it. The bagpipes that play in the beginning are actually Irish bagpipes. Shout out to Ireland, just saying. But that's one of my favorite. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in a film, like ever. I love that. I love the silhouettes of that scene. I love the romance of it. I love the comedy in it. I love the story. I think it's really interesting.
My next film is The Shining, baby. The Shining. The Shining, baby. Woo, baby, The Shining.
Woo, baby, The Shining.
I love this film because a lot of horror films, I don't like really jump scary horror films. I don't fuck with demons or ghosts or little evil girls. I don't fuck with that shit.
You fuck with John Candy getting a blowjob or giving a blowjob?
One of the first furries recorded.
Yeah, I learned that shit. I'm like, no.
But The Shining is just tension and building. And another movie where Stanley Kubrick, like the making of the film is almost as interesting as the film itself. The little things that Stanley Kubrick like sprinkles into the film, and I love the tension of this film. Jack Nicholson is at his craziest. You know, the lady is there. You get a bunch of quotes.
Poor Shelley Duvall.
You know, and it's just a tremendous film. Visually amazing. You know, what's his name? Who wrote the book?
I have no idea.
I wrote it.
Oh, Stephen King?
Yeah, Stephen King hated the film. That's okay.
Stephen King's weird.
Because I think it's because Stanley Kubrick changed the ending.
Oh, what's the real ending?
I don't know. What's your next old goofy old movie over there?
My next movie is Django.
Oh my god.
Django Unchained.
Django.
I rewatched this movie like last year, I think.
Yeah.
One of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. That movie is so fucking funny.
I'd have to disagree.
I don't give a shit. I love cowboy movies. I love cowboy movies. Tarantino makes a good film.
I hate cowboy movies.
All right, I'm getting it. I got you.
No, that's true, by the way.
I really like the movie. It's funny. My favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes is, Justin, tell him your favorite scene first.
My favorite scene is the scene Michaela hates, where he shoots the lady. He's at the top stairs, the lady's at the bottom stairs. He shoots the lady, and she goes flying the opposite way. I love that scene. She goes flying through the doorway.
Yeah, I rewatched that scene when I was rewatching the movie like 4 times. I was like, what caused this? Is it the position of the gun? But like, no, it's just like, nah.
It's just hilarious.
It's really weird. I love the dialogue in the movie. But my favorite scene is when Christopher Waltz's character and Jamie Foxx's character, Django, are chilling up on the mountain or that little hill overlooking the valley, and the KKK come over, they ride over, and they try to damage their camp. And then the fucking tent explodes. They all run around on fire. I love that scene. But yeah, that's a really good movie. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to watch that movie. The movie's so good. Next.
Another bonus film that I really love, probably in my top 10, that is nothing like the movies I have on here, is Juno.
Oh, yeah. You love Juno.
I love Juno.
That's one of the first movies we watched together.
Yep.
Justin loves Juno.
My next film, number 3, is Alien, baby. The first one. The numero uno, baby. Number 1 at the box office.
What
I don't know if that's true or not. But I love this film because I like the Sigourney Weaver. I love the switch up of the strong female character because you think it's gonna be this generic looking bearded dude. But his ass gets caught up in the ducks, baby. Yeah, remember the part? Yeah, remember the part? Yeah, remember the part?
That part scared me. We watched it in theaters, I think 2 years ago now. And it made me jump. Like, I forgot about that scene, so I jumped. I was like, ooh. That's a good ass scene. That's a good ass scene.
It has some of the best designs across the board. Most recognizable designs of any film ever, I think. Alien. If you see Alien...
You see the head shape.
Yeah. Anything. You see the ship or anything, you know it's Alien.
See the pods.
Yeah.
See the clothes. See the hair.
I love the tenseness of the shots, you know? I love the originality of it. It's sci-fi. You in space, baby. Cat, you get a little cat. Can't go wrong with little cat. Jonesy.
The real star.
The ending is great. I love that they're just normal people caught up in between this thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because so many movies back there were just like, you know, I'm a big jack dude or whatever, you know? I think this movie has the same thing that Die Hard had, where it's like in an era of like just roided out dudes, like a bunch of explosions. You had people who are normal in the same situations you would see those other action stars, you know? And this was like a lady, a woman, you know? And you really didn't get that back then. And it really set the stage for other women to take over big budget films like that. But I love Alien.
Also,
I love the soundtrack.
Sigourney Weaver, she was hot as fuck in that movie. Just saying. At the end, you see a little nipple action going on. You see a little panty action going on. Just saying. She bad.
Why are those panties so small?
I mean, why not, you know?
Right.
Ridley Scott's like, not small enough. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
My next one is a French romance movie.
Oh, yeah.
Called Blind Date.
You know what's one of my favorite experiences watching a movie with you?
What?
It's probably Grand Budapest Hotel.
That was a really good movie. I think about that movie a lot, actually. Grand Budapest. The color... Wes Anderson knows his colors. I wish. I will never have that grasp of colors. Yeah, Blind Date. It's a little corny romance comedy movie, you know, but I love it. I rewatched this a lot, especially for the climax of the movie. Like, I love that scene where they're yelling at each other right before like they storm away. I really love that scene. I will rewatch that movie just for that scene.
Yeah, I watched it for the first time with you, and a lot of these movies, I've said before, a lot of these movies on my list, you watch for the first time with me. A lot of movies on your list, I watched for the first time with you.
I didn't realize that before.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that movie with you, and you're like, "Oh, I love this movie," and I was like, "It's probably gonna be some cheesy shit," but I mean, it was, but like every romance movie is.
Yeah.
But it definitely did have its own feeling with them not being able to see each other, or you know, and I'm like kind of keeping that. And they're like, let's keep this for a while, you know. Am I wrong about that?
No.
Okay. But yeah, I was very surprised by that movie was good.
That's good. I liked it.
My number two, baby. is Halloween. You ever seen John Carpenter try to play that on the? You ever seen him try to play that on like the little cardboard Nintendo?
Did he?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
It didn't work.
Aww.
But I love this movie. I mean, talk about a movie that's where the making of is almost maybe more interesting than actual film.
Yeah, the story is like pretty simple.
Yeah.
But they bring the depth to it.
But I actually watched a documentary for this film before I ever watched the film and that's what made me want to watch the film. And when I watched it, I had so much more of an appreciation for the actual film, about what they were able to achieve. And the movie's still janky in some parts, but that's not what's important here, baby. The most important thing is that they got the film done on a $300,000 budget, right? And
in Miami, bitch.
John Carpenter directed this film. He wrote the film. He did the music for the film. You know, he just did everything for the film.
One of the most iconic scores.
Yeah.
That and Jaws. You have both of those movies on your list.
My favorite movie score of all time was Halloween. That shit bop.
My number 2. You ready?
No.
Full Metal Jacket.
The hell? Full Metal Jacket. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. We love you long time.
You missed a line.
What?
It's oh me so horny 3 times and then we love you long time.
Anything you want.
Okay, anyway.
Is that racist?
I think so.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Full Metal Jacket. I love this movie. I saw it.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
I don't remember when I saw it first.
I watched it for the first time with you.
Okay, I think I might have seen it before we watched it together, but I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But I've seen this movie, I think, 3 times now. This movie has a lot of layers.
Mm-hmm. Like Shrek.
Like an ogre, yeah. And it has that thing, kind of like in The Shining. The last time we recorded this, you said it was basically 2 movies in one. Mm-hmm. This is very much could be divided into 2 movies. One is like a boot camp kind of thing. The other part is actually going to war. I love that second part of the movie. I love it. I love seeing the people, seeing the world. It's amazing. Feeling like anyone can get killed. Anyone will get killed. Mm-hmm. You know, like there are no safe characters. It's war, and it feels like war. I love it. It makes you feel like a badass. Like it's a really good film, and it's just a good time. But when you finish watching it, you're gonna get this like sick feeling. You know, like you're gonna feel a little bit darker. It's such a good film.
I remember you were on like this movie marathon with like 2 other people. It went from like what Matrix to the Full Metal Jacket to
2001.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll stick around for Matrix because I've never seen the Matrix, but I'm not watching Full Metal Jacket again because I was like, I can't go through that right now. You know?
Yeah.
That scene where he shoots himself in the beginning, he shoots I don't know what position he held, but that scene was terrifying to me because it's always like the more realistic stuff that is more terrifying to me than ghosts or anything.
Also, the build up for that scene and the music is superior. Like it's amazing. It's really good. All right.
My number 1, baby. My number 1 at the box office. Probably not when it came out.
The number 1 in Justin's head for the box office.
My number 1 is The Room.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. My number 1.
Like what the fuck is The Room? I remember.
Beetlejuice, baby. Beetlejuice. Anyone who knows me knows that Beetlejuice is my favorite. And every time I tell someone Beetlejuice is my favorite, they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, I want to guess. What the hell?
Why is it your favorite, Justin?
Because I love this movie.
Okay.
No. When I so the reason I watched Beetlejuice for the first time, I watched it when I was a kid, and I was always like, that's that movie with the jump in the line or the banana song.
Yeah.
I was like, that's that movie. But around...
What a great soundtrack for that movie, though.
Around like 15, 16 maybe 16, no, it's probably later. Probably around 17 or something.
You think?
I think
I had like a year before you met me.
I think I had a job at this point, so I was able to buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think I was 18.
I thought this was like a movie you grew up on or something.
No.
Wow.
I think I was 18 when this became my favorite movie because I could afford to buy it. But I bought it because I had a huge crush on Winona Ryder. I was watching a lot of her films at the time, and I watched this film. Yes, it has Winona Ryder, but also I just love the visuals of the movie. I love the sets. I love the props. I love the soundtrack. I love the story. I thought the story is really fun.
Yeah, You love the comedy of it.
The comedy. Michael Keaton is great.
You love Michael Keaton.
I love Michael Keaton. Sorry. But I just love everything about this movie. You know, it's such a fun movie, and I watched it like 7 times in a couple of months. And we said this last time, but I'm gonna say it again. People were like, "I watched the movie 100 times." I don't believe those people. I think they're exaggerating. I think they don't know how many times, but I watched a movie 100 times. I don't think it's true.
That is a lot of time. It's a 2-hour movie. That's at least 200 hours that you spent watching a movie. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
You ready for mine?
Yep.
My number 1 is The Revenant.
Ah.
I love this film. This film is
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. This film is a work of art. It has some heavy tones, very heavy tones. Focuses on loss, on trying to survive. I love the setting of the film.
Mm-hmm. That
western, open skies, tall trees, mountains. I love it. I love the night sky. There's a night sky in the movie one time, and it's on another level. I love it. I love it. I don't remember the director's name. It's
natural lighting, baby.
Yeah, I think it's a French director or something.
I think so.
Or Italian.
Something like that.
I don't know. But he did an amazing job. Like, I love this movie. This is my favorite movie. It's been my favorite movie since I first saw it. I've only seen it once. But that's all I needed. That's all I needed. I've seen a lot of movies like 100 times. No, I've seen a lot of movies like 5, 6 times. But this movie only took 1 viewing. I'm like, yo, this is great. This is on another level.
We're gonna watch it now. I got it in 4K.
There's a lot of for the ladies and the gentlemen out there, and whoever else is wanted to get it on this. There's a lot of eye candy in that movie too. Just saying.
Oh, Tom Hardy,
Leo DiCaprio. You know, but it's a really good movie.
I didn't know who stars in this film. Is it Tom Hardy?
No.
Oh, damn.
It's Leo.
Whatever. It should be Tom Hardy.
Like, you gotta watch this movie. This is another movie you have to watch it. I feel like, what are the must watches? You pick 2 from yours. I'll pick 2 from mine.
That you have to watch?
You have to watch.
Well, I'm gonna go with Alien, and we're not including bonuses, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can throw in a bonus.
But you
only have 2.
If we're gonna go with bonuses, also, I'm gonna say Parasite.
Okay.
Alien and Parasite are my 2 must watches. But I think most people have seen Alien.
All right, mine are gonna be
The Revenant.
I love Full Metal Jacket, but I feel like that's a lot heavier for a lot of people. So I'm gonna go with Django and The Revenant. Yeah, those are 2 movies you have to watch.
Django.
If you don't like gore, you're not gonna watch Full Metal Jacket.
I'm throwing in my Dave Chappelle card.
What?
We gotta wrap it up. Okay. Wrap it up.
All right. Well, we're just taking all the boxes. I'm French and Dave Chappelle. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Those are our top 5.
Michaela.
Y'all have a lovely night, lovely weekend.
Where can they catch us?
Catch us on Twitch at The Tall Pine. Catch us on the YouTube. You're already here, honey. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a like, a comment. Yeah.
If you don't subscribe, I'm going to come to your house and beat you up.
All right.